Okay, you guys. Okay, guys. All right, good. Hey guys. Alright. Okay, you guys. Hey guys, we're already headed out. Good morning, everyone. Walking to school, or walking to work / school. Late. I'm 5 minutes late. That's okay. But hopefully we have a nice chill day ahead of us. But we'll see how it goes. You never know. Unpredictability and all that. But I'm gonna try to sneak in and see. Hope that no one notices I'm a little bit late. But that's okay. Anyway, I will see you guys in a minute. Y'all, it was my birthday yesterday, and here I am still having to study. But what was really sweet is my coworker gave me these cute little bracelets that are so adorable and so nice of her to do that. But of course, the studying never ends, even when you're the birthday girl, or I guess the day after being a birthday girl. So, we are hitting the books, making sure that we are not getting off schedule or off task because, we don't want to fall behind even with all the major events going on in life. Okay guys, so I'm currently working on my simulation cases right now. I printed out the study guide that I made last night, and I prefer working with paper, so that's why I printed it out instead of working on my computer. I'm just kind of going through some osmosis videos to really understand the processes, and then testing myself with some simulation cases. I'm feeling very tired and not that motivated, to be honest, so it's been a tough day to get through, but we are on page 3 of 29 of our study guides. So this week I was tackling cardiology, which, if I'm being honest, is not my favorite topic to study not because I don't find it interesting, but just because I find it to be a lot of information. And if you get really into cardiology, there's some physiology concepts that to me are just not near impossible to understand, but just very difficult to understand. So yeah, cardiology is not my favorite. Love learning about pathologies, but when you're trying to learn the basics, it can be a bit daunting. Okay, you guys, so headed home from work now. I think there's this grocery store that is on my way home. I think I'm gonna stop there and get like a nice little study snack because I feel like I need the motivation today. I didn't get through a lot of my study guide, so I do want to get home and start on that as soon as I can. But first, snacks. By the way, I'm absolutely loving my walks home. They're so peaceful, so pretty. Today was a bit windy. It's not normally like that, but now I'm searching for a snack, but I actually ended up deciding not to get anything, but this was fun. Alright, y'all, so I ended up not getting a snack because I forgot I have a leftover birthday cake that I made for myself yesterday. Again, it was my birthday. Happy 29 to me. So right now I'm going to get dressed out of this very uncomfortable outfit, throw my hair up, and take the dogs for a little bit of a walk to help me decompress before diving into some more studying. Alright, you guys, so I just took a shower and I put my hair up, so that's how you know I'm serious. So what I'm going to do now is do one read through of all my study guides. It's about 100 or so pages. Well, 161 pages and 178 pages, so I'm going to read through those right now before I have to start teaching and working. And I have my water here with me, so we are equipped and ready to go. So let's see how much of these I can get through. Here we go. Yes, I study in bed. I do not want to hear anything about it in the comment section down below because, to be honest, I'm in an uncomfortable chair all day at the office, so getting to study from bed is a luxury for me and doesn't affect my studying or my sleeping at all, so, come at me. Okay, so I just finished up with my first student, and you guys, I'm so tired, as you can tell, but I have one more student. I have my study guides to get through. Honestly, before teaching, I meant to do some studying and reading through my study guides. I didn't do that though because I wanted to take a nap, because yesterday I actually fell. I had a pretty bad fall where I hit my head on this curb, and it's very sore still. It's not swollen anymore as much as it was last night. And I guess the pain is just making me very tired because it's like wearing me out mentally. So I figured a nap was in order, so I did that instead of looking at my study guides. But that doesn't mean I'm off the hook. I still have to get to those. I'm just delaying the inevitable, to be honest. But I'm going to be waiting for my next student. And yeah, I'm very comfy right now. Very tired. So ready to go to bed. I have to get up somewhat early tomorrow to go on. I'm going to do a light run. I'm only going to do 6 kilometers. So, because I don't want to push it too much, just in case. But other than that, we're chilling. I think we're gonna go have a picnic tonight. I'm not sure, but that should be fun. Anyway, see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, just finished having our dinner picnic. It was so much fun. I highly recommend. But now I am just letting the dogs do their business. And fun fact, it's 10:30, which means I'm gonna be going to bed fairly early tonight, which is a good plan for me. But I'm just gonna finish up here with the pups and then head to bed very soon because your girl is very tired. So overall, good day. I mean, it was an okay day. I had some ups and downs, but now we're doing okay. All right, good morning, you beautiful people. It is Tuesday, April something, and I'm headed to school / work late again. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I think I had an injury, and so I haven't been running in the morning, so I've been sleeping in a little bit too late, so I think that's been the issue. But I'm getting back into training tomorrow, so this shouldn't be a problem then. But anyway, we're headed off to work. It's a nice cloudy day, so we're happy about it. I'm just kidding, you guys. I was trying to put on some elevator music, but couldn't find anything good, so I was trying to entertain you, but without being copyrighted. But anyway, this is actually an alternative way I walk to school, which doesn't give it any justice because it was so foggy this day and so gloomy, but I love it. You guys could see that fog. It was insane, but I love these types of days. It's not cold at all, but it's just the vibe is so nice, but it does make me want to fall back asleep. So we're gonna ignore that and just look at the pretty view. But how nice. Today we were being ultra healthy with our rice and kimchi with a spinach salad with balsamic dressing. This is delicious, especially if you throw some dried cranberries in there. Guys, I've been home for a little bit, took a shower, had some snacks, and now we are getting ready to do some teaching here just for an hour, and then I have some other work I need to do. But yeah, let's get into this. And wouldn't you know it, here I am studying once again. What else is new? Nothing, because this is all I do. Alright, you guys, so I finished teaching quite a while ago, and I'm getting ready to make some recorded content for my other company that I work with. So the goal is to get through around 30-40 videos tonight, I think. I think that's feasible. But anyway, I took a shower. I feel clean. I feel nice and calm. I'm planning on getting up early tomorrow for my first run of the week since my fall. And so my plan is to do anywhere from 8 to 10 kilometers-ish. Easy run, obviously, and see how I feel with that. And then I have a nice little weightlifting session with my friend afterwards. So we'll see how that goes. I'm also experimenting with some fueling right now, learning how to do that before, during, and after my runs. So we're going to do some experimentation. So I'm kind of excited about that, just to see how I feel, because I've been having these really bad midday slumps where I just feel super fatigued. So yeah, but let me get through some of these recordings now, and I will catch up with you guys in a little bit. Thank goodness for these recordings. I don't have to be on video, so I do not have to look all made up or anything like that. I can just talk into a microphone and be in bed in my PJs. And on the run the next morning, I saw a bunny, so I had to capture it, of course. Good morning, everyone. It is Wednesday, April 15th. I am headed to school actually a little bit early today, an hour earlier, because I'm going to get in a little weightlifting session with my friend. Today I'm going to do some leg stuff, just, injury prevention. I'm not looking to bulk or anything like that, but it's mainly just to keep my muscles and everything protected, especially because I took a 3-day break after my fall. So today was my first run back. I did an 8-kilometer. It was supposed to be an easy run. It actually turned into a progression run. I felt really good. I think because I fueled before the run, I had a lot of energy. So, game changer. Anyway, I am going to get in like 4 or 5 exercises that 4 or 5 different exercises. I usually do like 8 to 12 reps for 3 sets. So that's what we're gonna do this morning, and then I'll already be at school, so then I'll just change and then head to work. I usually don't sweat that much or at all during my weightlifting session, so it's not like I'm gonna shower or anything. I'll just change back into my clothes and then head into work. Contrary to a lot of medical students, I actually do not like coffee. I'm much more of a tea person, so typically if you see me with a Starbucks or some sort of coffee cup in my hand, it is going to be a tea or a fruity beverage. Hey you guys, alright, kind of random. I'm actually headed home right now because I have some paperwork stuff to deal with, so for my graduation requirements, so headed home to have lunch there and do some more work. Alright you guys, I had to make a lot of phone calls and a lot of emails. Being a foreigner means you talk to the consulate a lot, and just some stuff with paperwork that's not going well and could affect my graduation, so kind of stressed about that. But hopefully I have things rolling now. I'm headed back to school, have my lunch. Pretty stressful day, you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a stressful week, in fact. But I'm gonna head to school now and try to get some studying done and not focus on the fact that I might not graduate on time. But yeah, I'm so tired. I'm not actually tired. I feel like I'm fueling really well today. Fueling and feeling very well. So I'm happy about that. But you guys, being an adult is not, it's all cracked up to be. Stay young. Live it up. Enjoy your younger years, because this shit, it's not fun. Here we are, being productive. Yay! Okay, so I am completely aware that this is not in any way eco-friendly, but it does really help me study, and that is printing out my study guides. So for this practical exam that I'm having, it's coming up in a few weeks, I printed out about 100 or so pages for my study guide, and this actually helps because it eliminates distractions, because I'm not studying on my computer and I just have to rely on paper to study. So I am currently going through all the pages, making little annotations, and just making sure that I'm understanding everything that I'm reading and that I can recall it mostly from memory. Okay, you guys, headed home, and it is raining, and we weren't expecting it, so someone didn't bring an umbrella. So hopefully this 15-minute walk home doesn't leave me drenched, but yeah, it just kind of came out of nowhere, so that's fun. Alright, I am home now. I took a shower, actually bathed the dogs, which was a whole ordeal, but whenever it rains, they get really muddy, and so when it stopped raining, I went ahead and gave them a quick bath. But I want to jump on here and talk to you guys a little bit about what's been kind of going on in my life recently, so let's get into it. Okay, so as I think a lot of you know, I am getting ready to graduate medical school this summer. My graduation date is supposed to be in June, but before that, I'm supposed to be taking a practical skills exam that's in the last week of April. Now, I am an international student, and so the paperwork process I'm not too familiar with, and I found out this week that my paperwork was not correct. There's just a few discrepancies. For example, my high school diploma has my first and last name, my birth certificate has my full name, my passport has my first, middle, and last name, and just different things like that. So it has to do with the fact that my name doesn't match in every document that I submitted. Now, would it have been nice if they told me ahead of time so I was able to get everything arranged? Yes, that would have been great, because to be 2 weeks out and have to do all of this running around has not been fun. I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to present my exam this April. So here's basically what will happen if I can't present this April. I will have to present in the next cycle, which is not until October. Now, as long as I graduate before the end of the calendar year, I should be fine and be able to get everything wrapped up on time. But I just won't be in the same graduation ceremony as my class, which is a little disappointing. So right now I'm in the process of trying to go to notaries and lawyers and trying to get see if there's a way around it, because the high school that I went to, I graduated in 2014 and they don't keep records from before 10 years ago, and so it is very complicated. It is a huge mess. It's seriously been stressing me out. I haven't even been studying because, or I have been studying but not that well. It's not good quality studying because I've been so stressed and so nervous about this. So just kind of like a PSA to those who are planning on studying abroad, who are coming from the US, make sure your documents are in order at the time of admission, because I had to submit all these documents and they told me that everything was fine and not to worry, and then come time for them to recheck everything for graduation, that's when some of these red flags came up, which to me honestly is not a red flag, but the country where I'm living, having name discrepancies like that is a big deal. So that's why I'm having to go through all of these hoops. So that's kind of the situation that's happening right now. It's very stressful, and to be honest, I have a deadline of April 30th. Today's April 15th. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get some sort of solution by then. I'm in negotiations right now with a lawyer and a notary, so we're going to see if I'm able to get that arranged, but it's a big mess. So I'm dealing with very adult things right now, and it's very annoying. I hate paperwork. I do not like doing this, especially having to do everything from abroad. It's very complicated. You have to go to consulate and embassy and get things translated and things like that. So it is very annoying and it's very stressful, and I'm not having the best time. I'm not sleeping well. I'm not eating well. I'm trying to get back into a routine with my running. I had a pretty bad fall this last weekend, and so that also has something to do with it. But just overall, stress level is been at about 80%, I would say, and I'm not even putting the most annoying thing about it is I'm not able to put myself fully into my work or my studies because I'm so scared about not graduating on time. Now, worst comes to worst, it's not the end of the world if I don't graduate on time. Obviously, I can always graduate in the fall and do my ceremony in December and still be able to finish with everything I need to do by February with the rest of my peers and start residency next March. So, I mean, technically my life plan is not going to be affected too much, but it is a disappointment to be set back because of clerical paperwork issues. That's what's annoying about it to me. So anyway, I thought I would just give you guys this little update. Hopefully I didn't bore you too much, but trying to be real and give you guys a good outlook on what it's like to study abroad and especially be an international medical student. So really pay attention to your paperwork and make sure that you have someone alongside with you checking everything before you get to the stage where I am now. But anyway, we will continue with the vlog, you guys, with the program as scheduled, and thank you for this little interruption. But let's get back into the vlog. Okay, you guys, so genuinely so tired right now, but we gotta keep grinding. I have one more student to go. I'm really gonna try to get through my study guide and try to really forget about the whole paperwork debacle because your girl is anxious. So I have my plan, my to-do list set for tomorrow about what to do about everything. I'm waiting on hearing back from my school about some documents that I sent in. So I'm basically in the waiting stage, which is both good and bad. It's good because I'm doing something about it, but bad because I have to wait on other people to get a response, and it's not happening as fast as I would like. But anyway, we're gonna forget about that for a second. And I am going to, after this student, really try to grind in on my study guides just in case I'm able to take my exam. I don't want to lose any time. And if I end up not taking it till October, okay, great, then I'll be over prepared, right? So if anything, I do have things to study. I really shouldn't be taking any days off, but it is what it is. But anyway, we're gonna get into this work stuff and then some study stuff, and then hopefully we can call it a night because I have a 10-kilometer run tomorrow. We are both excited and not excited about that because it's a marathon pace. So we're gonna see how that goes. But anyway, let's get into some work. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday. We are headed to school. We have our tea because, you guys, I'm doing a little mini 75 hard challenge, but not like with the typical rules. Mine is going to be related to health and nutrition, which I guess the other one is too, but I have a little bit different rules. So I'm cutting out sugar, caffeine unless it comes from a herbal tea, and processed foods. So I need to get into the best shape I can just to see that I can and see what it feels like. So that is why I'm going to be on this health kick. Not to say I was super unhealthy before, but I was eating not the best that I could have, and my energy's not been so great. So we are headed to school/work right now. It's been foggy this entire week and gray skies, which I love. But yeah, we're gonna see how this day goes. I'm not hoping for too much work, trying to get into studying again, just getting back into a groove. I had a 10-kilometer run this morning. That went really well. I felt like dying by kilometer 7, but we pushed through and no regrets. Anyway, I will see you guys when I get there. Okay, so I know I said earlier I don't like coffee, but I had to try this shaken espresso. It was actually really good, but I would say that's because it was like 20% espresso and 80% soy milk. But it was still good. I mean, I finished it very slowly. It took me, I would say, like 5 hours to finish this entire thing because it was just so much sugar and so much caffeine, but it was so good. So, little study tip is if you're feeling tired, I highly recommend doing what I'm doing and involving movement with your studying. Okay, so I just got back from eating lunch. I had lentil soup and then a breakfast wrap, which I'm going to take the other half home as like a snack later today. I'm going to get back into studying. I've done about an hour and a half of studying. I've gone through one study guide and I'm on the second one. And my plan today is not to leave until I get at least 3 hours of studying done. So that's the plan. We're going to see how far we get with that. But yeah. So far so good. I have the whole office to myself and had some yummy food, and so now we're gonna get right back into studying. Okay, so I also was gonna show you guys the drink lineup for today because it was quite impressive, if I say so myself. So I had made a black tea. This has already been finished. This whole thing was filled, so I finished that. Obviously, I have my regular water, and the last thing in the lineup is this. Now, this looks disgusting, I realize that, but in here, I have my electrolytes, my Bloom's green powder, and that's it. So it looks a little gross. I need to go ahead and finish this, but this is just to help me feel hydrated. It's good for recovery. So I am gonna finish this, have my water, but yeah, the goal today is to stay hydrated because recently I haven't been really keeping on top of my hydration. So I have my whole lineup whilst I am studying. Guys, we're already headed home. It's 3. I usually go home at 4. So I get to come home a little bit earlier today. I'm actually having really good energy levels today, so I think I'm starting to learn how to actually fuel correctly, so that's exciting. But yeah, just gonna head home, finish studying there, and yeah. guys, so not so glamorous part of it, but I am finishing my breakfast burrito from lunch and cleaning out my bathroom and doing like a deep clean on everything. So I can tell you that my life is very glamorous. But anyway, I'm gonna finish this and then start on the bathroom and then do some more studying because my brain is too like energized, but like in a bad way right now. So I need to kind of calm down and do something else first. So bon appetit. All right, you guys, so here is the deal. Yesterday, which was Saturday, I hung out with a friend pretty much all morning, and then it was just work and really just boring things, to be honest. I don't think you guys want to see the same thing over and over again, so I just decided not to vlog, and today is currently Sunday, so we're already at the end of the week, and this is a week in my life, so I figured it would be a good time to go ahead and end the vlog here. And I just really want to say I appreciate you guys so much. It really means the world to me, anyone who supports me, because it means you're supporting small creators and people who are kind of emerging onto the platform, but obviously who haven't grown to have a huge audience yet. So it really means the world to me, anyone who does support my channel, whether that's through likes, comments, or subscriptions. It really, really, really means so much to me. I don't think I can express enough how much I appreciate it. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like or commenting something positive down in the comment section below. And if you really enjoy this type of content, I try to push a vlog out every week, so consider subscribing to see more content just like this and follow me along my med school journey and just life journey in general. And I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Bye!